Water?
Check.
Snacks?
Check.
Sunscreen?
Check.
Charger?
Check.
TCG?
Check.
3DS?
And check.
Let's go.
We all live in a Pokemon world.
Alright, we're now into day 4 of the Pokemon GO Gen 3 event, and I am tired. I walked 16 kilometers yesterday. Then, at the Christmas party, we did bowling and laser tag, and it turns out I found muscles in the legs I didn't know I had. Did you know in the front of your legs you have muscles called quads? I know that now. Oh, I'm sore, but the show must go on. We are now going to try and see if we can take down a gym in the area. Oh, hi, Ho-Oh. See if we can take down a gym in the area using our new squad of Pokemon. Hello, other Ho-Oh, that we chose from previously the night before there. I'm going to try with Shenzi, our Puchiano. We have Bert, our Zigzagoon. Wrigley, the Wurmple. I've also chosen Luna, our Skitty. We have Sally, the Sally, the Seedot. And Goblet, the Gulpin. Now, let's just see what else we have here. I'm going to check out Pokemon based on their number. Let's scroll down to the very bottom. I have chosen... We also have Pearl, our Spoink, who's going to take a little while to get powered up. The stats on Pearl... Battle with the best with max defense. Not bad. We've got Goblet. Let's see what Goblet's working with. Battle with the best with really strong attack. That's nice. We've got Darien the Rosalia. Really strong with best attack. Okay, maximum attack stat. We've also chosen Positron, our Plusle, who can battle with the best with HP and attack both very good. Or very strong. I think that's like level B out of... Would be level B, would you call it? Like the second best. Also, for already seen Quartz in the Halloween event. Luna, our Skitty, can battle with the best with max attack. And who else we have? Sally, our Seedot, battle with the best, max defense. I think that's the one that we caught next to the Trico, if I remember correctly. And everyone else is who you've seen before. So let's see if we can take down one of these gyms in the area and show these new Gen 3 Pokemon in battle. Let's take on the good old City Market gym. Could be pretty easy pickings. I looked at this on the way down. I don't want to look at a Murkrow. Hiding behind the gym. How dare you, good sir. Anyway, so in here, we see some Pokemon of decent CP, but I know we might not win the first attempt, but we're going to try this anyway, just to show off these new Pokemon in battle. So, let's go with the newbies and see what we can do. First up is an Exeggutor, so let the battle begin. So obviously the new guys are not quite ready for big time just yet. So what we're going to do is, of course, heal them up, continue going around and see if I can get enough candy for evolution for some of these guys, because we actually do have a couple of these Pokemon that are up above 100 candies. Let's take a look here. Where are you at there, Wrigley? We do have you at 103, so if I can just get another 9 candies, we can evolve you to see which cocoon you're going to become, Cascoon or Silcoon. As well as Bert is above 100 as well. Pretty close to getting a Linoon to the team. And let's see what else we can find along the way, though, as we start building up more candy for possible evolutions for another gym battle. Give these a second chance. Alright, so it is the next morning of, I think this is day 5 of our Pokemon GO Gen 3 coverage. I walked, I don't know, for almost 3 hours straight, maybe even more than 3 hours straight last night, just trying to get candy for all of our Pokemon that we're adding into our team from the new generation. Take a look here, we got Pearl, who I have to start walking today to get some more candy, up to 51, Goblin up to 96, we've got Darien to 58, 80 for Positron. We haven't chosen an Electrike just yet. We found another one last night, though, which was cool. Anyway, a lot of Pokemon. I got Luna at 100. We're getting closer to getting to the point of evolution. However, before we get things started for the day, we can evolve one Pokemon. Wrigley is ready to evolve into either Cascoon or Silcoon. We don't know which one it is going to be yet, but let's find out right now. I've heard, I think my cousin Mike said people are having trouble finding Silcoon, but Cascoon is more common. Let's see what we happen to get for Wrigley. It is... That's Silcoon. So we have a Beautifly coming our way. Okay. Nice. Let's check your stats. I didn't check what you were before. You were a 307, something like that. Maybe just 300. 407, anyway, with Bug Bite and Struggle. So we'll have a better time against that Golem you fought last time, Wrigley. Your stats are still what they are. I forget what they are exactly. Let's appraise you. Really strong with really strong attack. Okay. Look at those spikes. So let's check the Pokedex data for Silcoon, and then get started on the day. The extreme weather has broken, which means right now it's got the cloudy condition, which is a boost for fighting types, so hopefully we'll find some more Makuhita to choose Bukemon for our team. Where are you at? There we go. Silcoon, the Cocoon Pokemon. Silcoon tethers itself to a tree branch using silk to keep from falling. There, this Pokemon hangs quietly while it awaits evolution. It peers out of the silk cocoon through a small hole. So, I didn't check, but let's see how many candy you need to evolve once again, Wrigley. You need only 50, so if I can get 30 more candies, we can evolve into Beautifly in this episode as well. Meanwhile, the rest of the Pokemon, I have to do a bit more grinding for. Almost there for Bert to get to Linoon. So, the grinding continues. Now, they're calling for rain in the weather forecast today. The extreme weather has broken, fortunately. And rain brings out water types and electric types and bug types, I believe. So, we could be finding more Mudkip, more Manectric, and more Wurmple for evolution. Let's get started on the day right now. Well, as you might be able to tell, it has begun snowing again here in my area. Not sure if you can really see the snow, if I'm even focused or not, but it is snowing. And as you can see, the game thinks it's cloudy. So, okay, the weather app update thingy is not quite perfected just yet, I don't think. Especially since we keep getting such extreme weather, with slight snowfall warnings being the cause of it. But the last thing I'm going to do for now, after I catch a couple of these Fossil, there's an Absol raid. I'm going to see if I can take it out. It is a level 4 raid boss, so we are by no means going to be able to take this down by ourselves. Probably no chance of soloing it, but since the game does think it is cloudy, fighting attacks are more effective, as are fairy types actually, so we'll try to get off as much damage as we can. I'll show you the battle, see how low we can get this thing before, of course, we time it or it defeats us. But I just wanted to see this Absol in action, so let's check it out right now. Well, we couldn't solo the Absol, but fortunately, a group of other battlers has shown up, so we're all going to jump in here in just a couple moments. We're going to take this Absol down, hopefully catch it and add it to the team. I did, as you can see here, just capture a Meditite. If I can show you here the stats. Scroll down. Where are you at, Meditite? There you go. I checked the Pokédex data too, but when I checked the appraisal, battle with the best, attack is maximum. That's a pretty good Meditite to get. So let's check that Pokédex data quickly before this battle begins. Let's see exactly what does the Pokédex say about Meditite. Now, the audio here is not very good. My little audio recorder does not seem to want to turn on right now for some reason. I don't know why. I'm going to have to look into that, but hopefully you can still hear me good enough. As you take a look at Meditite, where are you hiding? You're here somewhere, I know it. There you are. Meditite, the Meditate Pokemon. Meditite undertakes rigorous mental training deep in the mountains. However, when it meditates, this Pokemon always loses its concentration and focus. As a result, its training never ends. Alright, so speaking of training, we trainers are going to jump in and take down this Absol-lute. Alright, so the capture has begun. Let's go right away for the golden raspberry. So we can make this catch. It's a 1270. It's going to be hard to throw the Pokeballs properly, or rather the Premier Balls properly, as it always is with two camera phones, or two phones in hand. Never mind. Absol! Why am I doing so good on these raid bosses? First ball for each. Alright, let's see what Absol has to work with as far as stats go. It is 1270 with Psycho Cut and Thunder. Nice attack. It's not stab, of course, but it can battle with the best of them with attack and defense strong. Alright. So that is complete. Let's check out the Pokedex and see what it says about our new edition of Absol. Absol, the disaster Pokemon. Every time Absol appears before people, it is followed by a disaster, such as an earthquake or a tidal wave. Watch yourselves, guys. Disaster incoming. As a result, it came to be known as the disaster Pokemon. So, that's an interesting Pokemon to add to the collection. Let's move on for the day, shall we? And watch our stats. Alright, we're now into the evening time, and as you can see, possibly from my own camera perspective, if I get my hand out of the way, first of all, let's make sure we're focused, and you can probably see a lot of water falling down, not just in my camera, but in the game as well. So, we have the rain effect in effect. We have water, electric, and bug types boosted, and I basically have tapped myself out of Pinap berries after all of the hunting that I did all day today, trying to get as much candy as possible for evolutions. I need to get some more candy for our little Wrigley, so I'm going to go after that. Actually, look at that Wurmple right here while we're talking. I do have a couple of Pokemon ready for evolution. No, actually just one. I'll show you that in just a moment. But I got to spend the rest of the night before my bus takes me home to try and get more Pinap berries, more Pokeballs, because I'm kind of running low on those also. Let's see how much candy we have for our Wrigley the Silcoon. 142, so I'm going to transfer this one. I should have checked the appraisal. Drat, I forgot. But anyway, one more Wurmple capture and, well, if I Pinap berry it, one more capture and transfer, we can get enough to evolve into Beautifly. But for the time being, let's go ahead and scroll down to our buddy Bert, the Zigzagoon, because we do have enough for evolution into Linoon. We have seen Linoon already, we've checked the Pokedex data, all we gotta do is simply evolve up. So wait a minute, hang on. Let's do this right. 283 CP with Rock Smash and Thunderbolt. So 283, let's see what we go up to as Bert joins the ranks of our evolved Pokemon on the team. It's been a little while, Bert. You did some fighting along the way. It's time to get to your final form. Linoon, right there. You seem fierce. Our first active battling Linoon, up to 1,110 with Shadow Claw and Dig for the moves. Let's just recheck your appraisal, get everyone caught up. Room for improvement with really strong attack. So next time we take on a gym battle, we got a much stronger Pokemon this time around. Alright, with all that being said, it's time to go on the hunt for more Pokemon like Electrike. There's also a wild Mightyena for extra candy. Let's see if we can get some Pinap berries and get some more of these Pokemon added to our collection for more candy. Boy, it is a real mess of weather out there. Strong winds, heavy rain. It's time to batten down the hatches for the night and, I guess, admit defeat for the time being. It's kind of funny, this kind of weather out here doesn't get the extreme warning that Pokemon GO tends to give. Bear with me as my nose is kind of runny. It's kind of cold out there as well. But, yeah, we just get the rain warning. No extreme? Really? Anyways, for the rest of the day, I just try to get some more items. Actually, I'll show you the items that we're working with right now. We've gotten up to 37 Pokeballs, and we got 3 Pinap berries. I did use a couple to get some more candies for some of the Pokemon. No one ready to evolve just yet, I don't think, other than one particular Pokemon. We're getting close. Pearl still has quite a ways to go. Another 18 for Goblet. Darien, of course, can't evolve just yet. Positron cannot. I can finally choose one of my Electrike to make my main Pokemon. Scruff, of course. And who else do we have here? Luna is 25 away from evolution. Gotta choose. Oh yeah, by the way, you might have seen me scroll past a Pokemon. I caught a wild Hariyama today. Not bad, just a random find somewhere, just kind of standing around trying to block my passage. But we did make that catch. Sally still has a ways to go. Wrigley, we can evolve. We will do that in just a second. And Shenzi is not quite. So, without further ado, we're going to evolve up Wrigley into Beautifly. Let's do this and add this to the collection as well. Look at those spikes. Now, I remember when the sprite of Silcoon and Cascoon first came out in Gen 3, I thought those were supposed to be like the strands holding it up, but it looks like they're actual spikes. But here is Beautifly. Wrigley has evolved all the way up. I'm going to see. I didn't check the CP. Was it 400 something, I think? Going up to 1253. Not bad. Infestation and Silver Wind. Just to recheck your appraisal. I think it's really strong with really strong attack. Yes, it is. Alright, so that is Wrigley. Let's check that Pokedex data. There's a Caterpie hanging out there. When I came into the house, I accidentally must have tapped the screen because the Caterpie encounter had begun. I'm like, I'm not looking to catch you, but I think it felt bad being out in the rain. I wanted to get caught and brought inside. Felt kind of bad. Anyway, Beautifly, the butterfly Pokemon. Beautifly's favorite food is the sweet pollen of flowers. If you want to see this Pokemon, just leave a potted flower by an open window. Beautifly is sure to come looking for pollen. That sounds all lovely and cute. Now, I've heard that in one of the Pokedex entries in one of the games, it says something about Beautifly sticking its long proboscis into the target and sucking its body fluids. Not sure what game that is, but sounds pretty brutal. Anyway, as I say, for the time being, we're going to end off our adventure for today. But tomorrow, I've got to go back, restock more items, and get more candy for more evolutions, and try to show off some of these Pokemon in battle in the gyms. So let's get started with that in just a moment. Well, would you just look at that partly cloudy sky up in the air above us here? Yeah, so, as I said before, the weather app thingy is not quite up to speed just yet, but I guess like you can count on maybe a little bit of a delay for the weather network, weather system to be accurate and updated in Pokemon Go. Also, bear with me if the audio here is not that good. It is windy out here, and for some reason, my audio recorder is deciding to completely die out on me. I don't know why. The second time it won't turn on for some reason. But anyways, there's not much to report from today's adventures. I just basically did a bunch of grinding in the sense of going around getting candies for Pokemon, catching a bunch more new Pokemon to add to the team. I haven't really added a new one just yet. I will, however, show you Scruff, our Manectric that I have chosen. I mean, Electrike. Not a Manectric just yet, of course. We're going to work on that. But this is the one we chose. She can battle with the best of them with max defense. I think that's the one that we got just up the street at the end of our adventure. Did I record that? I can't remember if I recorded that or not. I think I did. Anyways, that is Scruff. Now, it's going to take a while to get her up to speed for evolution, of course. She's not even at 100 candies just yet. But there are a few Pokemon we are ready to evolve. Let's take a look here. I'll mention the Wurmple in just a moment, but first of all, we have Luna, our Skitty, ready for evolution. So at 294, Tackle and Dig are the moves. Let's let's evolve from 294 Skitty into our first Delcatty of Pokemon Go Gen 3. What will the CP go up to, I wonder? Now, I like Delcatty for the sense that it is a purple Pokemon. Purple, of course, is my favorite color. Look at our little kitty cat! Well, not so little anymore. A fully grown Delcatty being added to our Pokedex as well. I might wait and see if I can get the audio recorder to work before reading the Pokedex data, but up to 623, so that was triple boost, I think, with Feint Attack and Play Rough. Alright, so Luna is now evolved up. We're also going to evolve, where are you at? Goblet, who needs to be healed. Now I'm curious, so you've gone down in some hit points. We did some battling, of course, today. You are, what is this? 76 hit points short of max HP. So I'm curious to see, are you going to be 76 short when you evolve? Let's find out. So going from 435, Rock Smash and Sludge, evolving up into Swalot. I have seen a Swalot already. Somebody had it in a gym. And I saw Manectric in the gym as well, too, which was pretty cool. Of course, we want to get our own Manectric after a while, once we get our candies. But we have ourselves a Swalot. I've already forgotten the CP that it was at, but you guys can check that out, of course. So, adding another Pokemon to our collection, let's find ourselves checking out a 1045 Swalot with Infestation and Sludge Bomb. Not bad, I like that Sludge Bomb attack. Now, is there anyone else we want to evolve up? Not just yet. I did catch this Zangoose tonight. I'll show you the appraisal. Really strong, with maximum attack. That is likely going to be the one that we choose once we get two more to pick one for our main team. Fortunately, it was boosted thanks to the supposedly partly cloudy weather. But it was, I say, normal type being boosted. Some nice stats. So let's pop inside, get away from the snow and the wind, and I'll read you the Pokedex data for these two new species. So first up is going to be Delcatty. Delcatty, the prim Pokemon. Delcatty prefers to live an unfettered existence in which it can do as it pleases at its own pace. Because this Pokemon eats and sleeps whenever it decides, its daily routines are completely random. Sounds kind of like Willow, my cat. Alright, let's move on to Swalot. Swalot, the poison bag Pokemon. When Swalot spots prey, it spurs out a hideously toxic fluid from its pores and sprays the target. Once the prey has weakened, this Pokemon gulps it down whole with its cavernous mouth. Scary stuff. Alright, so those are 2 new additions. We might be able to add some more Pokemon tomorrow, but first of all, let's take a look at what we have going on here for Wurmple. Because of course, we do have Wrigley, our Beautifly. I now have to work on getting a Dustox from a Cascoon. So the thing is, I gotta wait and get 5 Cascoon for my own personal preference of how to add Pokemon. So what I did, I caught as many Wurmple as I could possibly find. I have enough candy to evolve 3 of them, and I chose the ones that have the best stats of, the appraisal here. This one is really strong with really strong attack. We have one here. What is your stats, or what are your stats? Really strong HP. The third one we're going to evolve up is going to be Battle with the Best with maximum attack. So, question is, what are they going to evolve into? What I'm going to do is evolve these up and hope for the best. If we get a Silcoon, or if we don't have enough candy to evolve another Wurmple, I'm going to transfer them all just for extra candy to evolve other Wurmple in the future. But let's find out. That is a Silcoon. Not particularly interested in another Silcoon. But, anyway, there's only one evolution. We're going to go for another one right here. Come on. Cast your votes down below. Give me some encouragement. Throw some cheers down there. Like the video. Maybe that's going to help. It probably won't, but I could just be pandering for likes. Who knows? I don't like doing that. But anyway, we find a Silcoon. My cousin Mike was telling me that these are hard to get. I've got nothing but Silcoon so far. Really? Alright. One last evolution tonight. I am out of candy. I do have, of course, over 100, but I am saving 100 for power-up purposes. So if we don't get the Wurmple this time, I'll be doing a bunch more hunting tomorrow to get more Wurmple. But we find another Silcoon. Well, those were some busts. But anyway, I'll transfer them all away and refresh the collection with more Wurmple tomorrow. See if I can get myself some Cascoon. So, for me, that will be tomorrow for you. In just a moment, the hunt begins, or begins to continue, or continues to begin, whatever you want to call it. So I can go uptown and re-harvest some more items, because I'm kind of low on Pokeballs. Well, not really, I've got 83. I did a bunch of harvesting tonight. But I am low on Pinap Berries, as you can see. I need more of those to get some more evolutions on our team. So, without any further ado, except for me sleeping tonight, let's get started in just a moment. Well, it is another new day here in Pokemon GO, and I believe this is, what, day 7, I think, of the update? And basically today, I just want to do a little bit more item restocking, see if I can get some more candy for some Pokemon. I also do want to show off some gym battling using my new team of newbies. I've chosen, let's see here, you see they've already battled. I'll show you the footage of the battle in a little bit here. I've chosen Bert and Wrigley and Luna plus Goblet, who have all evolved. I also chose Positron and Darien for the higher CP, just to try to show off some cooler battling. Now, before we show you their gym battle and whether or not it was successful, you can see my team took quite a beating, I want to show this off. I'm here at the Graveyard Statue. There's a Slacking owned by a trainer by the name of, can we get that off the background? No offense to Brighter, your name is, I forget the number, it's 49, but I guess that's going to be the background. Anyways, we've got Vex Evolution's Slacking. That is my cousin Mike. He actually loaded in, I'm saying loaded in, he loaded in the Slacking, yeah, but when he caught this Slackoth, he was lucky enough to get a 777 CP Slackoth with 98% IVs, I'm pretty sure he said it was. He pumped as many rare candies into it as he needed to get it powered up. I believe he got it up to 4,000 CP, over 4,000 CP as a Slacking. I guess I might as well show off what this thing can do in battle, because apparently it is kind of difficult to deal with. Fortunately, it's taken a little bit of fatigue. It's down to 2,800, so we can easily handle that. But let's show off what it can do in battle right now as a cut to that battle. Now, if I'm going to take this thing down, I got to go super effective. We're bringing in Machamp, we're bringing in Guar the Primeape, see if we can deal with this thing. Now, as I said, it has a pretty high CP, but apparently to balance this, they gave it Yawn for its first attack, which does, well, very minimal damage, as you can see there. So, apparently it has a pretty powerful offensive attack stat. You want to be careful when you're dealing with these things. It's not quite as defensive as Blissey, fortunately. Because Blissey would be taking a lot more damage than this. And look at that, it's almost done already. Now I want to see what his charge attack is, because I kind of like this guy. I've seen this particular Pokemon on Twitter. I want to see what can it do. Why am I even dodging the yawns? Let's just stand here. What's it got? So, as in the video games, Slaking has the Truant ability, which says it only attacks once every second turn. Oh, it's got Earthquake. How much can this do? That's hardly anything. I'm not worried about Slaking at all. That's all it takes. It's down to 1604. I'm actually going to leave everyone be. Except for that Blastoise we had to fight our way through, unfortunately. But I'm going to leave good old Slaking 98% in that gym, because I want to show off some more gym battling that we did using my newbies, as I said. Once again, the team is, whoops, we've got Bert, Wrigley, Luna, Positron, Darien, and Goblet. So let's see how well they fared against a team of Rhydon and Gyarados moments ago. Well, several minutes ago, actually. But check out the battle right here. Well, there's just one last thing I want to do to end off this Gen 3 update video series. I'm going to go over to that Pokestop once again, now that the weather effect is in full effect. And can I tap it? There we go. Drop another lure, use another incense, and see what can we conjure up now that the weather is functioning and it's not extreme in Pokemon GO. It's clear weather, so grass, ground, and fire. I'm hoping with the fire-type Pokemon being around, we might get our third and final starting Pokemon of the Hoenn region, Torchic. So let's get to start on everything here. I'm going to do a quick little run up the street there and grab some of these other Pokemon that I need. But then I'll come back and show you whatever rare captures we happen to find as I drop the lure and incense and see what we can conjure up. Well, This is kind of wild. We've been getting a lot of candy for our Seedot, but a wild Nuzleaf just appeared. Let's see if we can make this capture. Actually, wait, let's use a peanut berry to try to gain a lot of extra candy for this. Now, we can make this catch. Pretty much every Pokemon I've been luring up tonight and incensing has been doing that extra, extra attacking, extra dodge. Look at this, okay? Look at this. Remember that Hoot a while back? Exactly the same thing. Now that was just actually my bad throw, my thumb slip. The moment I throw the ball. Now that actually hit. It should have been done its animation. Okay, this is not fun. I'm not even going to say anything. You guys can watch the footage. It speaks for itself. Let's use our last peanut berry on this thing. And miss the ball. It is very cold out here. My thumb is just not cooperating. Neither is this Nuzleaf. Are you kidding me? Oh, good gosh. I mean, we are going to evolve our own Seedot into Nuzleaf, so I really didn't want that piece of garbage anyway. So let's continue watching for more Pokemon as the incense and the lure burn out. Hey kids, are you tired of all those useless berries and Pokeballs cluttering up your inventory? Well, all you gotta do is drop yourself a lure or an incense. Heck, why not both? And you'll get rid of all those items in no time with minimal Pokemon increase in your storage. You don't even know the half of it. You thought the Nuzleaf was bad. There was an Ariados right after that I fought for about 2 minutes. I don't know how many balls I lost on it, how many berries I used against it. I did catch it. Transferred it immediately, because I was sick of it. But anyway, again, why do they make the Pokemon that get generated from lures and incense that much harder to catch? It makes no sense. You're using items that you can spend coins on to get, so you're basically spending money on these items, and they make them harder to use or less useful. I don't know. Anyway, let's move on to happier thoughts. Let's go down to our excuse me, I'm choking now. Choking on my own rage here. Let's go down to our Seedot, Sally. Actually, no, first let's show you what we did capture. Let's go to my journal. Ah, I feel a tickle in my throat. Hopefully I'll be okay. So let's scroll down to the captures. Where do we start? I went up the street, caught a couple things up there. I caught Weedle, Paris. Got a lot of Paris and Seedot actually over there at the Pokestop using the lures and the lure and incense. Got another Electrike. But yeah, a lot of grass types. Nuzleaf ran away. How about that? Anyway, now let's move on to our Seedot. No, Sprout. You're awesome. But we're not looking for that particular grass type. We're looking for Sally. Got a lot more Wurmple too. I'm going to see if I can evolve into a Cascoon at some point. But, excuse me, again, I can't speak. I don't know what's happening to me today. Anyway, let's evolve Sally into Nuzleaf. We didn't catch one. I'm kind of okay with that. I want our Nuzleaf to be the true one for us. Until eventual evolution into Shiftry, of course. So, what was your CP, Sally? I forgot. You guys can go back and check it out. But we have Sally the Nuzleaf. Let's see what the Pokedex says about you, but first of all, let's take a look at your stats. Now, she does have max defense, and she can battle with the best of them. Up to 926 with Razor Leaf and Grass Knot. That's Grass Knot too bad. Laugh. Anyway, so let's check out the Pokedex. If I can actually tap the screen, there we go. So Nuzleaf is, I'm going to say right around here, because I see Seedot. Haha! Using my detective skills. Nuzleaf, the wily Pokemon. Scene 2, caught one. Nuzleaf live in densely overgrown forests. They occasionally venture out of the forest to startle people. This Pokemon dislikes having its long nose pinched. Now I know what I should have done against that one. Anyway, so that is going to be it for this episode of Pokemon Go. I could try evolving those, you know what, as we finish off here, I'm going to try evolving those Wurmple. Let me see which one has the best stats. Because I want to see, like, basically if I evolve any of them, I'd rather evolve the ones with the best stats, of course. Let's check the appraisal on this one. Room for improvement, ignore that. I think we have one that can battle with the best of them. But as I say, this is going to be the last episode. I was going to say for possibly a little while, because let's evolve right here, because there's not too much more to show off right now. We've shown off a lot of the new species. I can just basically show you my evolutions on Twitter, right, or new captures and stuff like that, but there's really not too much more to showcase. We got ourselves a Cascoon. All right, that's one possibility for a Dustox. I'm glad we did this evolution here. So, the thing is, though, today was the last day that Ho-Oh is available for raid battles. So the thing is, are the legendaries going to continue? And if so, what's going to happen? So, if there's some cool legendary things going on, I'll probably do another video to showcase that, but we'll have to see what happens. Anyway, Cascoon, look at the spikes! So, Poison Sting is struggle, of course. We're going to see, what else can we evolve up? See if we get another Cascoon. You know what? I'm probably going to do, I'll do the rest of it off camera. We did get at least one Cascoon. Let's see what the Pokédex says about that Pokemon before signing off for the day. Cascoon, the Cocoon Pokemon. I'm getting a little head start here. Where are you at? Right here. So Cascoon, the Cocoon Pokemon. Cascoon makes its protective cocoon by wrapping its body entirely with a fine silk from its mouth. Once the silk goes around its body, it hardens. This Pokemon prepares for its evolution inside the cocoon. Sorry folks, and people just coming in the back door here. But anyway, I guess that's going to be it for this episode. So stay tuned to the channel for some more Pokemon Go action, of course, as new things happen. They have only released a certain amount of the Gen 3 Pokemon, so there are more yet to come. We haven't even seen Sharpedo, what's that other one? Camerupt. I was trying to think, was it Magmortar? No, not Magmortar, that's Gen 4. But, of course, there's also the legendaries, Kyogre, Groudon, Rayquaza, Deoxys. When are these things going to appear? And are they going to appear in these new legendary eggs that may continue tomorrow, or they may take a hiatus from these legendary encounters? Who knows? We're going to find out as time goes on. But if you want to see some more Pokemon Go content from Professor Chaz, of course, you can subscribe to the channel, and you can also check out some more content on the channel, such as Pokemon TCG Online. We do Pokemon playthroughs such as Ultra Sun and Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness for the time being. And I guess that's it. Just check out the channel for some more content. But with that, I want to say thanks for watching these videos of the Pokemon Go Gen 3 update. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you liked my adventures, checking things out, not really looking in advance of things, like trying to find information outside the game, but learning as I go and experiencing things in that sense. But with all that, we are now signing off. Thank you once again for watching. Professor Chaz is signing off, and I'm not talking to Nuzleaf when I say, I'll catch you next time. Nuzleaf, no thanks.